Hi students, and welcome to your tutorial of Trumpet Tune. There's a separate recording of your full playthrough. I'll do another medium tempo playthrough at the end. Just looking over this song, there's a lot of simultaneous playing in the hands, often with harmonic intervals, with chords, sometimes hands moving in parallel motion, sometimes contrary, sometimes with the same rhythm, sometimes different rhythms. So there's going to be a lot of hand and finger independence here. There's also a fair amount of repositioning your hands or crossing as needed. Also, we have the feel of the song it's written in 4/4, but the feel is in 2. So what that is going to mean for us is that our count is just going to seem to go by very quickly. So considering that we need to count the ands because of our dotted quarter note and eighth note rhythm that is also throughout, at a normal 4/4, it might sound like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. But we're going to just kind of pick that up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All right, and then even a little bit beyond that. So we're going to count it in 4 while we're learning it, because that's how it's written, and that will give us all of the right rhythms. But then you're going to need to increase the tempo in order to achieve the right feel for this song. Okay. All right. So here we go. We're going to look at the right hand of the first line, or actually before that, we're going to go ahead and tap the right hand of the first line before we start looking at the staff. All right, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, so now let's try to tap that with the left hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, good. So now let's look at the right hand. So each of these layers that I single out, like tapping the right hand, tapping both hands, repeat those as many times as needed to get mastery before going to the next layer. So now our next layer is our right hand notes. So we have our top note in this line is the treble G with our 5th finger, and we're going to have a harmonic interval of a 3rd, then a harmonic interval of a 5th, then our thumb is going to stretch down to the B, then our 4th finger takes over the melody, F to E to D, thumb comes back up to the C, it had just stretched down. All right, pretty manageable. All right, so let's go ahead and play that through together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and rest and 4 and. Good. All right, looking at the left hand. Left hand starts on a C with the 5th finger. It's going to walk up in thirds. It's going to play a 5th. And then just like the right hand, the lower note's going to slide down to a B before finishing out the melody of this phrase with a G. All right, let's play that through. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and E and 4 and G and 2 and 3 and rest. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, so now once you've practiced those separately many times, remember when we have this independence in the hands, they need to each have built their muscle memory before we try to pull their parts together. So once you've done your repetitions, let's try putting it all together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, good. All right, on the next two measures, we just have some simple half notes going from the E, G, C, G. All right, let's play that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and. All right, and now let's separate the hands out again. The right hand is going to play from C, D, E to F, and then 1 and 2 on B and D is a little bit of a stretch below the middle C. All right, and it's we'll play it, or we'll speak those notes in time right now. Okay, we're just going to speak them. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and C and 2 D, E and 2 F together. 2, 3, 4. Now let's play it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and C and 2 D, E and 2, 3, 4. All right, good. And your left hand is going to play from the E down to the C, up to the G, and just walking down in quarter notes. So let's speak that. Again, just want to make sure we know those notes on the staff really, really confidently. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and E and 2 and C and 4 and G and F and E and D and. Sorry, I was a little halting there. Let's do that one more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and E, C, G, F, E, D. All right, now we'll play it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and E, C, and 4 and G, F, E, D. All right, now let's put them together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. All right, good. Let's play the whole first two lines. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 There we go. All right, so if we look at the next line, you'll see we start and 2 and 3 and we start and end exactly the same as the first line. So we're going to move straight to the fourth line, and we're going to tap our hands together. Fourth line. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, so let's look at the right hand. C to E to D to F to E to G to F to E to D to C to C. Okay, so we're just checking to make sure there are no crosses that need to be addressed. Just going to pull up the music a little bit. All right. All right, so let's speak the letter names of the right hand, and then we'll come back and play it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and C and to E, D, to F, E, and to G, F, and to E, D, 2, 3, C, C, 2, 3, 4. All right, so now let's play it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and all the counting just so we can hear the music. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, and then our left hand, still in the same position. Third finger is on E. We'll go up to F, to G, and then our harmonic interval of a second and harmonic interval of a third. Let's go ahead and play that through. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and E, 2 and F, 2 and G, 2, 3, 4, together, 2, 3, 4, together, 2, 3, 4. All right, again, lots of repetition, and then let's put the hands together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, very good. All right, so I'm going to move my piano over so that we can see all of the second page. All right, so the second page, right hand starting with a harmonic interval of a third with a B on the bottom and a D on the top, 1 and 3. All right, so we're going to play that a few times, then up to the E with our 4, D, C, B, C, D. So no hand crossing there, all right? And because we have the harmonic intervals and it makes it a little harder to speak the notes, we'll just jump right into playing them. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and E and D and 2 C, B and 2 C, D, 2 and off and 2 and. Good. Let's look at the left hand. Same hand position. Now our thumb is on G, playing our G, then our fourth finger goes down to D, G, D, rest, and G. Okay, so no movements out of position. Let's play and speak this line. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and G and 2, G and 2 and G and 2 and D, 2 and G and 2 and D and 2 and rest and 2 and G and 2 and. All right, hands together when you're ready. And remember, when I'm playing hands together, you can play one of the hands along with me, and that works great. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, good. Next line. All right, so you'll repeat that last line, hands together over and over and over. Next line we have a C and a G, but with 1 and 4. And why would that be? It's because we're going to need our pinky to grab this A, F, E, F, G, and then our thumb will still be ready for that C, okay? So let's play that through. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Good. Left hand, same hand position. Third finger is playing the E, 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 down to C, E, down to C, E. That's it. Let's play it and speak it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and E, 2 and E and 2 and E and 2 and C and 2 and E and 2 and C and 2 let's play it together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, good. Let's play the first 2 lines of that page. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and shift and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, very good. All right, so next line, your right hand is going to play the same rhythmic figure all the way through. Let's take a look. G down to F to E, then G, F, E to D, then F, E, D, C, E, D. All right, so no hand positioning. It's mostly going to come down to the counting. So I'm going to go ahead and play it so you rather than speak it because of all of the movement. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and rest. 2 and. All right, got that? One more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Good. All right, left hand is going to come in on the 3rd beat, and we are still in the same hand position, 5 and 1, C and G. We're going to need to stretch our 5 down to B, and then back up to C, and then just the G. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Great. All right, let's play those together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Good. Now this might be a time where it's also a good idea before you put them together to just tap. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and together and 4 and 1 and 2 and together and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, last line. Right hand's on C, same rhythms going on, checking for any crossing or stretching. No crossing or stretching. All right, so let's just play those notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and C and 2 E D and 2 F E 2 G F and 2 E D 2 3 C C 2 3 4. All right, now you might just speak that along with me a couple of times. Make sure you know the keys before you try to find them with your fingers, okay? And then play along with me. Now let's look at the left hand. 3rd finger on E, then F, then G, then our harmonic interval of a second, and then our 3-note chord, C, E, G. All right, so let's play that through. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and E, 2 and F, 2 and G, and 2 and 3 and 4 and together, 2 and 3 and 4, your separate work. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, so one thing I like to do when I have notes that play simultaneously is to also sometimes call out the fingers that are hitting at the same time. So that's a 3 and 1 and 2, and then it's a 2 and 2, and then it's a 1 and 3. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 1 and 2, 2 and 2, 1 and 3. Just to give you a little extra prompt when you're trying to get those fingers to remember whose turn it is, okay? All right, so I'm going to play the song all the way through one more time at a moderate tempo, just maybe a little bit faster than what we've been practicing so that you can play it over and over again and join me in the sections where you're working. And then, of course, you'll work it up to the full performance tempo. And there's a video that's at certainly an appropriate performance tempo, but you'll decide with your teacher just exactly what you're going to aim for. All right, so let's see. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. There you have it. Have